welcome to the online class Welder, week 12. What is an arc flow? When the arc deviates from its regular path due to the magnetic disturbances, it is called as arc flow. Effects of arc flow. First, more spatters with less disposition of weld metal. 2. Poor fusion and weak weld. Third, difficulty in depositing weld metal at the required place in the joint. Fourth, the bead appearance will be poor and the slag inclusion defect will also take place. Remedial methods to control arc flow. First, place the earth connection as far from the weld joint as possible. 2. Change the position of the earth connection on the work. Third, wrap the electrode cable around the work. Fourth, keep a magnetic bridge on the top of the groove joint. Fifth, hold the correct electrode angle with a short arc. Distortion. Uneven expansion and contraction of the welded joint due to uneven heating and cooling in welding creates stresses in the joint. These stresses make the welded job to change its size and shape permanently, and this is called distortion of the welded joint. There are three types of distortion. First, longitudinal distortion, transverse distortion, angular distortion. We will now learn about welding defects. What is a defect? A defect is one which does not allow the finished joint to withstand the required strength. There are quite a few types of welding defects. First, undercut. A grooved or channel formed in the parent metal at the toe of the weld is called an undercut. Second, overlap. Overlap occurs when the molten metal from the electrode flows over the parent metal surface without fusing into it. Third, blowholes and porosity. Blowholes are larger diameter holes inside a bead or on the surface of the weld. Porosity is a group of fine holes on the surface of the weld caused by gas entrapment. Fourth, spatter. Small metal particles which are thrown out of the arc during the welding along the weld and adhering to the base metal surface is called as spatter. Cracks. A hairline separation exhibits in the root or the middle or surface and inside of the weld metal or the parent metal. Incomplete penetration. Failure of weld metal to reach and fuse the root of the joint. 7th, slag inclusion. Slag or other non-metallic foreign materials entrapped in a weld is called a slag inclusion. We have now reached the end of week 12.